What up, though? What's going on? You know, I was looking to talk about something different, you know what I mean? Like, I hate that I have to waste about 17, 20 to 25 minutes of your time with this type of rhetoric. Once again, talking about rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel as though that every time I come up here and I have to talk about a dead rapper or a rapper going to jail, that takes away the time that I could be talking about, you know what I'm saying, mental, spiritual, and physical health. But I have to talk about these things because this is what's trending. This is what most people are talking about. This is what most people want to know. And even though this whole the gossip and mentioning these people that brought it on themselves leads to nothing, it doesn't make your life any better. Matter of fact, it makes it worse. Because oftentimes you hear this in the black community, time is money. But if time is money, then why are you more focused on what's going on in somebody else's backyard in comparison to yours? And this is what's so funny. Like I could say, yo man, focus on your life. Forget Lil Durk. And you know what people will say? Oh man, you hating. Old head. You don't know the culture. And this and that and so forth and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yo, what do you mean? Isn't your life far more important than Lil Durk's life? Because Lil Durk ain't worried about you. That's real talk. He wasn't worried about you before he went to jail, when he was out. And he ain't going to be worried about you when it's time for him to be sentenced. And I'm not going to go on this whole spill about, man, it's a travesty that a black man is locked up. And then it's just a long string that's attached to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it all started from King Von having a problem with Quando Rondo. And then King Von swung on Quando Rondo, beat him up, and his boy Lil Timmy shot and killed King Von. And then it led up to this point where Lil Durk, murder for hire, hired some people to dead out Quando Rondo. But instead of them deading out Quando Rondo, they wound up deading out Quando Rondo's friend. And now Lil Durk goes to jail for this shit. Like, when does it get to the point where we have to sit back and say that, yo, there's just some people, excuse me, some people in our race that are pure demons. We can't blame this on young age. This man is pushing 30. He's close to 30 years old. Lil Durk, that is. And we can't pull out that sob story like, you know what I'm saying, his father wasn't there, his mother wasn't in his life, he's an adopted child, and this and that and so forth. You can go with that all you want. I know some people till this day in their 50s still trying to blame their parents for their dumbass mistakes that they made in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. It ain't but so far you can go with that sob story. Especially when you're in court. No judge or jury wants to hear that you had a troublesome lifestyle when you was younger. It comes to a point in time where you have to accept accountability. And it's just that plain and simple. And no, I'm not an old head hating on a young person. No. I'm a wise man trying to tell you young people out there that at the end of the day, once you become 18, that's the legal age that this society, government, or America, spelled with 3 Ks, holds you accountable for your actions as an adult. And in some states, shit depends on the crime. They'll hold you as an adult, or they'll judge you as an adult as a minor, 16, 17 years old, 13 years old. And that's real talk. And all of this shit, to me, in my opinion, is just nothing but a distraction. That's real shit. If it ain't Lil Durk going, if we're not talking about, if the black community, and I'm not talking about the whole black community, because of course, you know what I'm saying, some blacks don't give a flying fuck about this shit. Most of the energy is drawn, or gossip is drawn towards the youth. If we're not talking about Lil Durk going to jail, we're talking about Puff Daddy. If we're not talking about Puff Daddy, and this includes really most of the black community on this one, we're talking about the presidential candidates, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. They always have our minds occupied on something other than what we really should preoccupy our minds on. That's real talk. Like, people don't even realize, like seriously, watch this. I'm gonna use a producer or someone that was into, that was part of the hip hop culture in the 90s. You know, DJ Clark Kent, he produced, you know, music for Biggie Smalls, Junior Mafia, Jay-Z. He was a DJ and a producer. You know, he just passed away. I think it was either Friday or Thursday, this past Thursday or Friday. He had been battling colon cancer for the last 3 years of his life. This is what we should be talking about, because this is a teaching moment. See, Lil Durk, that ain't no teaching moment. Who gives a fuck? That's real talk. But this man, DJ Clark Kent, died from colon cancer. And if you're a black man, you should get tested for prostate and colon cancer, because that's like, those two are like the #1 killers in the black community as far as dealing with men. This is what we really need to be talking about. Our physical health. Oftentimes I hear young people talk, you know, get on in the comment section, and whether they trying to be respectful or not, I don't know. Always call them old head, old head, old head. Don't you realize, you little young bastards, straight up, that you're gonna want to be my age? That is the goal in life, to live a long life, not a short one. And I want to know. I'm going to be around. I'm going to be around to know. I'm going to find out when you turn 50 if you're going to look this good. Because I'm 50 years old. And ain't nothing broke on me. Straight up. I could work out. I could take care of my woman, if you get what I'm saying. I ain't popping no pills. I'm in some good shape. My mind is solid. I'm not on drugs. It's crazy how these rappers, when you listen to today's rappers, when you listen to their music, you can hardly hear what the fuck they saying. They got the pants sagging down and shit. Underwear, ass out. Swear up and down that they not part of the alphabet community, the Transformer community, but they got their ass on, hanging all out. Totally disrespectful. When they have interviews, they do interviews and shit. You can't hardly understand what the fuck they saying because they on drugs. Totally disrespectful. But when they enter that courthouse, they know exactly how to act. They know exactly how to talk. They practice proper etiquette like a motherfucker. You can hear them speak like Yes, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. No, ma'am. No, sir. Respectful like a motherfucker. They know exactly what to wear because their lawyer told them to wear it. Wear a blue suit, red tie, white button-up shirt with some Charlie Brown shoes. And make sure you got a belt to go with that. And they wear that exact costume. I put it that way. Made for court. It's funny how they disrespectful and they all gangster around us black folks. But they fold like a fucking bitch around them. You know how us black people say, I ain't gonna say us because I don't say that. But you know how black people say it, you know, them folks downtown. We gotta understand that. Say I ain't Martin Luther King and I ain't Malcolm X. I ain't none of them. I wouldn't want to be them. They got shot and killed. And it's no disrespect, but it's the truth for a bunch of niggas. Real shit. You see, I can tell the difference between a nigga and a black person. And the only persons that I'm willing to die for is my family. That's it. Because ain't no loyalty in the black community. None. Most black folks want to live a decent life. And that decent life is just assimilation. They fighting and striving for equality, some shit that you ain't gonna never get. White man ain't gonna never allow you to be equal to him. Do you understand that? And let me tell you something. If I had it my way and I was running shit, the white man wouldn't be equal to me. I would be doing the same shit that he's doing. Looking out for my own people. That's real shit. And some may say, man, you going all left field and right field. You ain't talking about the Lil Durk case. That's what I came here for. Man, this is clickbait. Yes, you're right, it is. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about his shit. I don't. I could care less what happens to him. And truth be told, if you think that I don't care, go online and some of your favorite YouTubers, content creators, have a video about Lil Durk. And you know what? It's going to be more than one. They hoping that it's more controversy to this shit. So they can be able to capitalize off of this man's stupidity. And let me tell you something, for real, this is my word. Straight up. First and foremost, I wouldn't do anything illegal right now because one of the reasons because of my age. It's like you gotta be 50 years old and do some dumb shit. Like people are gonna make a mockery of your shit. But at the same time, I'll say this: there's other reasons why. But one reason seems to stick out more than a lot of other reasons, and that is that whether I want to realize it or not, I got a total on this channel of over 2.5 million views. I'm working on 20,000 subscribers. If I get into some shit, somebody's gonna know who the fuck I am and possibly just smear me all over the fucking internet. And my worst nightmare is for someone to capitalize off of some dumb shit that I did in my life. And I ain't making no money off of it. That's real shit. These people, these content creators don't give a fuck about Lil Durk. It's all another video to them, as well as to me. We make these videos and then we move on to the next day. This is my word. Tomorrow I'm going to have another video out and it ain't going to have nothing to do with Lil Durk. And if you think that I'm cruel and cold-blooded, well, think about yourself, because guess what? You're going to move on as well. On to the next gossip. And the things that we need to be concerned about, we're not. We're not even thinking about the shit. Like, prime example, they found in some of the Midwestern states, or Western states, they found E. coli in the quarter pounder and in the onions at McDonald's. I know a lot of you motherfuckers eat McDonald's. Black folks, that seems to be the top choice in the black community. What about that? Shouldn't we be talking about that? Shouldn't we be addressing that? These rappers and entertainers, they on the go. They're not stopping and eating a home cooked meal. They stopping at McDonald's. On Friday nights for you that have children, you don't feel like cooking? You stopping in at McDonald's. So just think about the news stating that McDonald's has an E. coli outbreak, and it's the quarter pounder. Well, isn't it the same meat that they make with the Big Mac and the cheeseburger and the regular burger? Like it's just exclusive to the quarter pounder. This is what we need to be talking about. This is what we need to be addressing. Not no fucking Lil Durk. Because he don't have to be concerned about McDonald's. He gonna get 3 square meals per day at the jail that he's in. You don't have to worry about him. He's going to be housed. He's going to be clothed. Whether it be an orange jumpsuit, a gray one, a pink one, or a brown one, or a beige one. I think brown and beige is basically the same color. You have my word. I can guarantee you this. You'll never hear me talk about a rapper unless it's relevant to our lives. Unless it's going to affect our lives. You'll never hear me talk about a rapper going to jail or getting killed ever again on this channel. Because it's a waste of time. I could have took the time out to show you a couple of workout tutorials or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I could have took the time out of taking you downstairs and putting the camera right beside, you know what I'm saying, the stove, and you all watching me cook live. I could have took the time out to say, hey, you out there in YouTube world, how you doing? Nah, I just threw all of that out the garbage, or out the window, and focused on one dumbass rapper out of the many that deserve to go to jail. And that's one thing I hate about niggas. That's why I try not to hang around niggas. I try not to be around them. I try not to live amongst them. Because for one, there's no honor amongst thieves. There's no honor amongst thieves. Straight up. So just think about it. King Von got out of the car, was beating on Rondo. Little Tim, or whatever his name is, went to protect and defend Rondo and shot and killed King Von. Lil Durk did a murder for hire in order to kill Rondo for what? For one, he's not the one that killed your friend. And for two, he's not the one that started the beef. This shit is it's stupid. to just say, hey, listen, at the end of the day, this ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking demons. That's it. That are trapped in a shell. And they may walk like us, talk like us, but they damn for sure don't think like us. That every brother is definitely not a brother. Every sister is definitely not a sister. And if you don't like what I have to say, and you say, here you go bashing a young black man, and he's in trouble, and we should be fighting for him, and blah, 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 blah. And you ain't nothing but a sellout, and your black card needs to be taken. Ah, okay. I got you. I'm going to give it to you. You can have it. But shouldn't you be taking other people's black cards as well? Like Sukihana, the rapper. All she raps about is licking somebody's ass and nasty shit. Sexy Red, the same thing. Charleston White. He talking about he don't give a fuck about people's kids. Talking about little Woody's kids. Dr. Umar Johnson. This motherfucker, I ain't never seen nobody take fucking 15, 20 years to open up a school. But these people that I just named, you all praise them. You all praise them. The one that tells you, yo, you need to focus on yourself, get your life right, get your health right, get your mind right, get yourself overall situated. This is what I preach on my channel. Oh, I'm bashed. You're more concerned about what the fuck I got on. Look, man, this nigga got on cheap Fruit Loom tank top. Man, I hear this shit too. Man, why are you drinking out of a mayonnaise jar? Does this look like a mayonnaise jar to you? You don't give a fuck. And I ain't gonna name no names. I'm not. But I'm gonna put these people on blast because you all know who I'm talking about. You don't give a fuck when it comes to these podcasts and these people that have these intellectual conversations with you all while they smoking and drinking. You don't give a fuck about none of that. You don't say, hey, bro, man, could you put down a blunt? And could you put down a liquor because you kind of slurring with your words? And we trying to have an intellectual conversation. You don't say none of that shit, but you got a problem with me picking up some fucking water? That's why I know that the black race is cooked. That's real shit. The black race is cooked. Stick a fork in it. No need. Because I can see, once I open up the oven door, the black race, they're done. Straight up. That steak, that meat, called the black race, is not medium rare. No. They're done. It's cooked. Well done. Well done. Well done, non-blacks. You have achieved the unachievable. I never thought that we could ever be conquered mentally, physically, and spiritually. Never thought it. Never in my wildest dreams. But we are well done. It's over. We don't have any choice but to look out for ourselves. Because to have some type of equity in black unity, you got to be insane. To invest in black unity and say that you have some equity in black unity, you got to be insane. Ain't no investing in that. You ain't getting no ROI when it comes to black unity. A return on your investment. You're not. This is where we're at right now in 2024. Lil Durk going to jail. It, like, seriously, I'm about to get out of here after this. Like, is that like really like shocking? For real. Like, I can understand if this was shocking. But this is like typical rap shit, typical street shit, typical black shit. And that's real shit. And I'm done with the black ignorant shit. As far as dealing with the rappers, I'm done. I'm not gonna feel sorry for you. I'm gonna tell you, I don't give a fuck about you. I mean, they don't seem to care. In their lyrics, they talk about how they don't give a fuck about us. How they gonna take our girl? Or if I'm, you know, an old head like me, if it ain't my girl, it's my daughter. What they gonna do to my daughters? How they got a better car than I do, a bigger house than I do, more money than I do. Okay, well, cool. Fast money gets you exactly where you're at, dead or in jail. I'd rather make that slow type of money. I'd rather wait a couple of weeks in order to get my money. Because I live in that, and slow money makes you live a long and prosperous life. If you are smart with your money and wise with your money. See, and then I'm done after this. I'm going to go downstairs, I'm going to cook me something, and I'm going to get my head scratched. You know what I'm saying? Well, excuse me, I'm going to cook me something, I'm going to eat, I'm going to get my head scratched. Then after that, tomorrow morning, I'm going to get my hair washed. I'm going to be able to go outside, take a walk. In other words, what I'm saying is I have the freedom to do whatever the fuck I want to do tonight and tomorrow. You don't. And as for all the rappers that's in jail are 6 feet under. And do I care? Am I empathetic towards those people? No. I do want to say this though. Shout out goes out to DJ Clark Kent. May he rest in peace. Other than that, I'm out.